Hello, welcome to another glass of bubbly video. For this afternoon, we want to taste some Ratafia Champenois. So we selected 5 from our range randomly, and what we're going to do is we're going to introduce each one, give it a taste, and share with you our tasting notes. So, where do we start, Oliver?
Do we start from the tallest bottle down, or from the
I didn't realise that. Yeah, you've arranged them from the tallest bottle downwards. Okay. So the first one we've got here is Champenois Forget. So that's what we've got there. It's a nice bottle there. So Ratafia Champenois here, and they say this is the Meunier grape. So we're looking at 100% Meunier grape here. So Ratafia Champenois comes only from the Champagne region, using the musk from the actual grapes that they make champagne with. So we're going to give this a pour.
I do like the bottle design of that.
It does look good. I don't disagree with you. It's got a nice feel to the bottle. I like the branding. I like the gold text on there. I like the shape of the bottle. I like the fact that it's black as well, the bottle as well. So here we go. So let's just give this a go. Very interesting. We've got a kind of a citrus, a soft citrus, a bit of damp hay, grass on the nose.
Yeah, I'm getting damp hay. I'm also getting Yellowstone fruits.
Yellowstone fruits, yeah, a touch of, say, flaky pastry, dry pastry in there too. Soft sweets, candy sweets, kind of jellified sweets. Go for the flavours on this one. Quite nice. Refreshing.
Yeah.
Not overly sweet, but a nice balance with the sweetness is being delivered from the fruits, you feel, as opposed to the added sugar here. This is 18%, usually around about 18% alcohol, these Ratafia Champenois have. But this one is a very clean, refreshing style, very light, but yet elegant too. Very pleasing.
They have 110 grams of sugar per litre, I believe.
110 grams of sugar per litre, so good to know that, Oliver. I've got a nutty feel, got a toffee apple nutty close to the Ratafia here from Ratafia Forget. So, good start.
Yes,
good start. Let's try the next one down. What we're also going to do is we're going to open just a bottle of bubbly, and to see how Ratafia can complement the sparkling wine too. So a lot of people do add the Ratafia to various sparkling wines, even to champagne. So the next one we've got here, Ratafia Champenois, obviously Stéphane Herbert from Rie-la-Montagne. And what have we got here? Does it say what grapes? Not all the time they say on the bottle what grapes they've got, but nonetheless this is the Stéphane Herbert. Did this get anything?
This one a gold medal at the Ratafia Champenois Awards.
Oh right, so the 2020 Ratafia Champenois Awards that were held in London, this got itself a gold. So hey, let's see how this goes.
Oh, that's it's smooth, rounded,
silky,
yes.
Almost creamy yellow fruits on the nose. Totally different style. I'm feeling a touch of oak and bread here, freshly cut oak. Wow, a very intense and different layers of aromas. Oh, that's very nice actually. That is silky, creamy, so tempting. Oh. Wonderful. Again, very similar, isn't it, to the nose and the flavours. What style of flavours did you get on that one?
It was smooth, rounded, creamy. I'd say going on to this yellow citrus, of course, and Yellowstone fruits.
Yellowstone fruits, and it comes with like peach or apricot especially. Not so much, I don't think like, well, possibly it could edge toward like a jammy kind of apricot, but certainly with a dollop of cream and some pastry on the side. But it's smooth and it's silky. It's a very good length in the palate, so it's not all intense and then it fades away. It's literally delivering a very long impression in the palate. So wonderful, wonderful gold medal winner there, and deservedly so. Now we're going for a much darker kind of colour here for the Ratafia. Let me turn that bottle around a little bit. So whereas the other two are fairly light, this is darker. So let's give this one a go. And this is champagne paquet fils. The paquet fils is 50 shame. So we're looking at in the oak barrel here. They're highlighting that factor. So again, I'm not quite sure on the grapes for this one. It doesn't state the grapes for this. But the influence of the darker colour could be either from the black grapes, so the Pinot Noir, the Meunier, or indeed it could even be just a Chardonnay but put within an old barrel that may have had red wine or at least rosé wines kind of inside it. So
this was a silver medal.
Silver medal, this one. I must say, I did give this one a taste earlier. I saw this on the side, I thought, I need to have a little taste of that one, and it's really good. Really good, intense kind of caramel. Again, I'm getting that toffee character, a touch of not so much smoky, but how would I say, not burnt. There's a touch of something there.
Yeah, it's
lightly, but maybe lightly toasted bread with a bit of butter and cream on top. Bit of a different one, that one. But
I've also got a sort of lightly burnt oak.
Lightly burnt oak, yes, a charred kind of oak. Which it could have been the case of the oak barrels that they use. But it's really intense again. You only need a tiny touch in the glass for it to really jump out at you and express itself.
It might just be me, but I'm getting a touch of vanilla as well.
Vanilla, yeah, vanilla, go for vanilla. It's caramel and it's caramelised apples, red apples. Green and red apples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for the flavour now. Wonderful. Very good. Intense. Different layers again. I've got red fruits. I've got the caramel. Creamy, silky texture to that caramel.
Hint of pastry.
Apples. So there's a good expression of apples in there, but very sweet apples. Touch of pastry, as you say, in there. Good length. I'm getting a touch of dryness towards the end, kind of a saline expression at the close. So it's making it very mouth-watering, but in a kind of a salty way as opposed to a sweet way. So interesting. So next one. I finished all of that one. It was that good. So sorry, this is the distillery Moutard, so Champagne Moutard. You and I have been there once. We went there and we had that really nice triplet on the back of the open Jeep. That was the Champagne Moutard. And we had a wonderful taste of champagne at the vineyard underneath that oak tree.
Yes, I remember, it was really nice.
It was really nice. So let's just give this a pour. So this is the Champagne Moutard Division.
Yep, and this was a gold medal as well.
Gold medal. So this is the Champagne, the Ratafia Champenois. 6 cépages, so different areas, and je suis avec le phare, un cuvée, un unique champagne, le permis de public, catégorie, la fan pure. Okay, some of those. So different. This is coming from 6 separate locations that they picked. Use the grape juice of those areas to make this Ratafia Champenois.
There's a very different aroma.
Wow, isn't it just? I've got like tobacco, I've got even seaweed, green.
Wet tobacco, seaweed, we can say floral notes as well.
When I'm kind of making those sushi and I've got those nori sheets, that's what I'm getting on those nori sheets from the sushi. But as you say, damp tobacco as well. Fruit-wise, there's a touch of green fruits in there for me. Green fruits, maybe something like green gage. You've got maybe a very subtle hint of apple, peach, apricot.
For me, I'm struggling to see through the smell through.
Smell through, yes.
The tobacco and seaweed.
Yeah, it isn't.
That's very prominent.
It's nori sheets, quite literally, and I do quite a bit of sushi at home. So that for me, when I'm preparing sushi, this is the 6 cépages from Moutard. Get the flavour and go. Fruit delivers itself here, but we've still got nori sheets and wet tobacco.
Yes.
But a nice delivery, very fine, aged kind of dried apricot peach slices. A touch of red berries in there. Floral, yellow floral, white floral notes as well. Caramel, honey.
Yeah, zest. I'd also add zesty lemons.
It's quite a complex taste actually. It comes into the palate in the first like 5 to 10 seconds. It's really showing you lots of different layers. And you're able to pick each one out. Nutty character now as well. Really good. There's 6 sippers from Mital. So the last one, Oliver, do you want to give this one a pour?
Yeah, this is the Ratafia Champenois by Philippe Glavier.
Philippe Glavier. Yes, that looks good, Oliver.
Kind
Oh, you know what? Show me. Sometimes you've got with the Ratafia, because it's quite a sticky. It's not you know, like champagne or wine. It's a thicker substance. You can get stuck with the lid, which we could be stuck here, especially when they're the glass ones. Here we go. Oh, it's not easy, I tell you. So,
that one did feel very stuck.
It stuck. We had one when we was doing the judging. I must say, remember Paul, who was the host?
Yeah.
We had to find some kind of tools to take the top off. It was that firmly fixed, and we were struggling. But we had to get the top off because it needed to be judged. So there we go. I usually prefer. I think you know what it was, and we've still got. Look, it's this one.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Remember the lid because it's got like kind of scratches and indents on the top. So, but although the glass on glass can be a bit difficult, I prefer the cork ones. But like these ones here, these are all cork tops. That is glass as well. Right, last one. So the Philippe Glavier here. We're going to give this one a go.
This was a gold medal as well.
Another gold medal. And we're doing the Ratafia Champenois Awards again this year. We're looking to do the judging in and around the September time in London. We're already getting entries coming in. We've got them downstairs, quite a few entries. So if you have a champagne label, you work with the champagne label, and they do produce a Ratafia Champenois. Even if a Ratafia Champenois is purely for the family and friends and local businesses, let us know. We'd love to get our judges. We have a master of wine. We have all different people down there judging to literally give their tasting notes and find the kind of the silver medals and the gold medals, as well as giving the trophy to the world's best one with the highest score, which we've got here. Yeah, the trophy's up on the side here, waiting to go to the next winery. So let's give Philippe Glavier Champagne a kind of aroma test.
This is more on the citrus, the yellow fruits, and even the yellow floral.
It is, isn't it? It's yellow. So as Oliver said, it's the citrus, it's the yellow floral side. It's certainly giving that impression in the mind, and the aromas coming through is telling me this is yellow character. There's a touch of creamy, silky texture, but a zesty creaminess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of a sweetness, maybe like a dollop of cream with maybe a peach or apricot on top.
Wow, that sounds very nice, doesn't it? Dollop of cream in between a peach slice and an apricot slice. That sounds good. It does. Not far off, Oliver. Well done. Let's go for the taste now. Same again, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a touch drier. It really closes down. Very different to the rest. So, initial burst of silky citrus character, that apricot, the lemon zest, touch of cream. But then it tones right down, it closes in the palate, it tightens the palate, there's a dryness. And then I'm seeing, say, nutty style. So sometimes when you pick nuts fresh, so walnuts from a tree, and you're picking it, and you break them open and you're tasting, sometimes it can be very kind of dry or tight in the palate, and that's the kind of expression I'm getting here. So kind of a walnut, hazelnut expression with a touch of citrus, but towards the length now, the end, I'm coming back to the cream sensation.
It was very subtle very light and subtle on the palate for me. As soon as I swallowed it, I sort of got a little zesty kick, but then the aftertaste was a lovely nuttiness.
It wasn't a nuttiness, yeah. What about the cloves? I'm getting a very sweet, creamy cloves. Right in the back of the palate as well. Good length.
Yeah, after the nuttiness, it is going towards a sweetness, like what's that?
Caramel, honey, or candy sweets. Trying to find
some sort of cream dessert.
Some sort of cream dessert. Okay, well everybody loves cream dessert, so that's a good one. Well, 5 very good Ratafia Champenois. So Champagne's not only famous for its bubbly, which we all know and love, it's also quite well known for the Ratafia Champenois. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to open a bottle of bubbly here. What we've got here, we picked out one, we've got the Palafera, we've got the Metito Classico, so the traditional method brewed from this winery here. We're just going to give this a go. Give this a little taste.
Yeah.
First of all, we'll give this a little taste first of all.
This is Italian, isn't it?
Italian, yeah. It is an Italian fizz. Let me just get that pop. There we go. That's why you should always have a cloth with you when you pop a bottle of bubbly. Right, what we do is we're just going to give the glass a little swirl to get rid of some of that Ratafia.
And as I said, this is a classic method, so made in the Champagne way rather than the Prosecco way.
Yep, the Prosecco way is the Charlotte method, the tank method, and then the classic traditional method, or from the Champagne region, the Champagne method is the kind of double fermentation, second fermentation in the bottle with the yeast kind of contact. So, ooh, very smoky bonfire, would I say? Bonfire, green fruits, a touch of foliage on the nose. Rather interesting that. Feels like it's been made within like charred oak barrels.
Once again, a bit of barbecue.
Barbecue.
Just starting the barbecue.
Just starting barbecue, so maybe with those kind of logs on or some coal on, rather than the gas fire one. I don't think you're talking about. We're talking about a natural kind of barbecue. Really good. Let's get the flavour a go. It's a brut style, but very quite dry. So not an overload on sugar, quite dry, quite subtle. Giving a good layer of kind of citrus, strong acidity to wine. Still getting those kind of burnt toast flavours carrying through, which I like. I do like that style. So that I find very, very appealing indeed.
It is very, for me, it's a strong, prominent flavour of green apple citrus.
Yeah.
Green apple
Zesty.
skin and the juice, along with that subtle notes of toastiness.
I would go with that actually, the green apple, even towards cooking apple.
Yeah.
So slightly more of a bitter taste sensation. So really, really good there. What we'll do is, having those kind of tasting memories in our mind quite fresh, let's add a Ratafia. I'm going to add this one with mine, so we've got a splash of Ratafia in there.
This one.
And then pour some bubbly in too, to see what we've got here. So a little bit of Ratafia, some bubbly. I'll just put in a little bit of Ratafia there. Let me pour that amount in there for you, like that. There we go. So depending how sweet you want the wine, you can add a splash or more. So here we go. Similar nose, but a slightly more of a creamy, silky expression of the burnt, toasty character.
My nose has changed. It's gone more into the toasty side.
Is it? I've got no fruit. I can't really get any fruit. I can just get the toast on the nose.
I've still got. It seems like a very nice combination of the both. Both sparkling wine and the Ratafia coming through combined.
Well, maybe what you've done is you put a touch more Ratafia in yours, so maybe that was what equals it out. I love the colour.
Yes, the colour has.
I've got more of a yellow style. Oliver has got something like a sunset, a nice orange sunset. Go for the flavour. Nice. Really good. Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. I think that's really good. What I like about this one is I'm still getting a dry sensation which I initially got from the sparkling wine when I first tasted it. I've got that toastiness as well, but I've also got a nice around the edges, just to make it quite a subtle effect in the palate, kind of caramel, silky, creamy, golden fruits as well. But I'm not coming away from that dryness in the palate. Towards the front of the mouth it's quite dry, and a lovely toasty, burnt toasty character as well. As I said, I do like that. But it's kind of subtle, toned down a bit, because I've got little nice layers of sweet kind of caramel, honey, and what I'm looking for is creamy. Actually, I'm getting towards a nutty effect now as the length is going on. So it's changing from creamy to nutty. Really good.
The Ratafia and sparkling wine combination sort of ages the initial flavour.
Yeah, I like that.
In the sparkling wine, that you still get strong, prominent green citrus, green apple citrus, with some of it dipped into caramel. Instead of a toastiness, you're getting more of an oakiness with it.
Okay, oakiness. Yeah, I get the toasty here. I understand where you're coming from with the oak, but certainly feel like I've just scraped a little bit off the burnt toast that's been left in the toaster too long, and I'm adding that to some really nice kind of acidic sparkling wine, dry, with those sweet characters coming through, delivered by creamy kind of honey taste. But I like the fact that I went into a nutty flavoured close. So yeah, really, really good.
Nice. So
there we go. So Champagne Gadbois Fouguet, and we had Champagne Stéphane Hubert. We have Pac Effis Champagne. We have the Champagne Distillerie Moutard. We have the Philippe Glavier, and then as the bubbly for this demonstration of the Palo Ferry, the Metador Classic Brut there. So and the Predja. So yeah, really good. Interesting to see how the Ratafias performed. They're quite a varied selection, but also how they perform within kind of a mini style cocktail, should we call it that, with a sparkling wine. So yeah, really good. So thank you for watching this video on Ratafia Champenois, and until next time.
Enjoy the fizz.